Hello everyone, my name is Beth Casteel and I am reporting for the Cleveland Stater. And I've got a secret. I'm a little stressed out, but I'm sure you're really stressed out too, right? We're all stressed out. It's college. College is super stressful. In fact, a recent study from the Anxiety and Depression Association of America found that 85% of students who are in college are stressed out. Why is that? College is a stressful time. I mean, you've got relationships, you've got schoolwork, you've got work. That's super stressful. So there's 3 types of stress that you could be under: acute, episodic acute, or chronic. Now, the first one is what you're probably dealing with. This is the kind of stress that all college students face at one point or another. It's our body's reaction to a new challenge, a new challenge, a new demand, just something new that we're gonna have to deal with. And then you have episodic stress. Episodic stress is the kind of stress that you have to deal with constantly. Now don't worry, the stress usually decreases over time and you'll be fine. But it's kind of the middleman of the 2 kinds of, the 3 stressors. So it's not as horrible as chronic, but it's not as easy to get away from as acute. So this one is, you'll see a lot more people with anxiety and depression with this kind of stress because they're constantly thinking about it. They're constantly working themselves up because, oh my goodness, I have 50,000 things to do and I feel like I have no time to do it. And it just builds and builds and builds until you lead into chronic stress, which is your worst kind of stress. Now, chronic stress is usually acute stress that worsens over time. You could argue that episodic stress comes from acute stress that works its way up to being horrible, and then you go from that to chronic. But usually these all go away with some time. Chronic stress, on the other hand, this one's a little worse. It can impact your physical and mental health a lot more than acute or episodic. How do you deal with all of the stress? It's really difficult. It's hard to try to deal with it, but it's not impossible, and that's what's important. Try to do basic self-care. Go on walks. Take a break from whatever you're doing that's causing you so much stress and just calm down for a minute. Read a book, watch a movie, go on YouTube, go on Twitter. There's so many outlets that you could do. Cook, eat food. But also, you'll want to make sure you're eating right, because having the physical and mental state come together, that's pretty important. So if you're not eating right, if you're not sleeping right, and your health is affected, you're gonna be stressed out. So you'll want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, because you don't want an even worse thing to happen. You don't want that. I'm telling you, you don't want that. Finding support also might be a good way to fight your stress. Cleveland State University has CASC. They have clubs you can join. Make friends, talk to people. Share your stress with them, because I guarantee you they're probably feeling just as stressed out as you are. Make friends with classmates. Make friends outside of class. Try to get with people that understands what you're feeling, because having an outlet might be the best thing for you. Try to not set yourself up for failure. I know, trust me, I know it's really easy to put off something. Totally not this. This was not put off at all. I am not. Anyway, just don't set yourself up for failure, pace yourself. Try to get things done in a timely manner. Don't rush it. Do not procrastinate. Listen to me. Do not procrastinate. That is your biggest problem. You're going to want to die because you have a video and a photo story due and you didn't do it. I can't relate to that. Yes, I can. I like, don't set yourself up for a failure.
I'm Courtney Husnick. I'm a journalism and English double major.
In your own words, can you kind of describe what stress is?
Well, there's two kinds of stress. So there's like a good stress, eustress, and then like bad stress, de-stress. And like the bad stress is like the stuff that you don't want to be doing generally, essentially. That's like really making your life hard. It makes it harder for you to sleep or eat or focus or do the things that you need to get done. And like that's the stuff that you need to avoid. But like there's also good stress. I take on the good stress all the time because I don't like dealing with the bad stress. So I just kind of swap them out as much as I can.
Okay, I did not know there was good stress.
Yeah,
what kind of stress do you feel is good?
Okay, well I work a lot. I like my jobs. I don't like school. So I'll kind of just tack on all my work stuff and throw my school things in between so that, you know, maybe it'll help out a little bit.
So what are some things that you do to try to alleviate your stress?
Usually I like to go for a walk because it's fresh air and it's getting away from all of the things that are stressing me out. Getting off campus helps a lot, especially because not only do I go to school here, I work here and I live here, which is like a really bad combination sometimes. Sometimes I'll take like a bubble bath, self-care kind of stuff like that helps a little bit. Personally, Taco Bell is like my go-to when I'm super stressed, or I'll go downtown to the library because, like I said, helps to get off campus and to go places that you actually enjoy going to.
And what would you suggest students do if they're feeling stressed out?
Well, if taking care of themselves like in ways that they know historically has worked for them doesn't work out, there's always the Counseling and Academic Success Center for like a little bit of like academic caused stress. They can help you out there, and there's always the Counseling Center. And I mean, you could also try methods that you don't normally go to. So if you're not really someone who works out, but you're super stressed and all of your methods don't work, maybe trying it out, seeing if you can expand a little bit on what your collection of things you do when you're stressed are.
This has been Beth Casteel reporting for the Cleveland Stater, and I hope you aren't as stressed out as I am. All right, goodbye.